Hello and welcome. In this short video, I'm going to talk to you about IIFT exam application form. How do you go? First and foremost, before I go to IIFT application form, just understand that Indian Institute of Foreign Trade is one of the top brands of MBA schools in the country. It can arguably be in the top 10 after the 6 IIMs, XLRI, FMS, maybe SPJ and MDI, IIFT and IIT Bombay, these and NITI. These are the 11 colleges which will be absolutely worth joining. A lot of people have a misconception about IIFT. They think that it's only international business. Of course, it is called MBA International Business. Having said that, I think about 80-90% of the students, 80-90% of the students who graduate from IIFT typically get into normal marketing, finance, operations, HR jobs too. HR is less, of course, but quite definitely international trading, international business is one of the marquee areas and specializations of IIFT. IIFT has Delhi, Kolkata, and of course Kakinada centers too. Anyway, here is what I'm going to do. Quickly share with you a screen of directly how do we apply to this. This is the IIFT.ac.in. if you go to, you can see clearly, I can see apply online, MBA IB 2022 entrance examinations on the right hand corner that I'm showing. If I just look at apply online, you can just go into this and start looking at the application for this. Only for Indian candidates, if you are an Indian. Of course, for a foreigner, it has to be a GMAT exam that one has to write, or a GRE exam. Application form, I do not know. So it's a new registration that you need to click on new registration to start with. You go with, this is, I have downloaded information bulletin you want to say, you can say click here to proceed. Then now here is some of the things that you need to kind of give once you finish the registration, right? You just have to choose. You can see, in fact, to be honest with you guys, almost everything is very simple and straightforward. I'm just doing it quickly for you. Date of birth. I don't want to say what my date of birth is, otherwise you'll think that I'm too old, but then that's fine. That's why I think you guys come to me thinking that there's some kind of an experience that this gentleman has. Type of identification, I can give a PAN card, and obviously you give whatever Aadhaar card, PAN card, whichever, you can clearly see all these things, passport, college ID, or if it's a good college, voter ID, ration card, everything, driving license, etc. Address, you give your address. Locality is optional. District, you can look at whatever is given. I mean, I'm just quickly giving you what needs to be given, guys. Okay. Once you do this basic registration, you will go to, and let's say permanent address is the same. You will figure out that it is the same thing probably. Then you give whatever password you want to give. And let's say, okay, what is your favorite book? For me, it is Gone. Okay, I'm writing it down. Okay, I've given my favorite book, and then there is a security pin that you need to probably give in, and quickly you will submit, and you will please review the following information carefully. Edit registration form before final submit form. That's what it says. Close. I look at it. Everything is right according to me. Check it out. Take it a little while to go through everything, my friends. Make sure that you don't make a mistake on this, because this is going to be there, very important. And particular checked, verify, name checked, mother checked, date of mother's name, gender. I guess I put male only, right? Yeah, that's right. And mobile number and email ID, everything checked. You agree and you make a final submission. Do you want to submit? Yes, you submit. And suddenly you got registration form complete. Now application form, you're uploading documents, and application fee payment. These are the three things that you need to look at it. I have my application number. Wherever it is, guys, what I would normally say is make a note of your application number. Not that you'll forget it, you'll get a message in your email ID also, but it might be useful. Next time, those of you are writing down my application form number, see my name in the final list of call getters. I'm extremely confident it appears. Okay, so most of the things are pre-filled. Let me select the nationality, state of residence. For the moment, I'm in Telangana, therefore I put Telangana. I am general category. Again, please understand, if you are not a general category student, you might have to put in, for example, let's say you are a OBC NC central list. I put it across, you will have to properly select it. So please be clear. There are various things which are given to you, my friends. Just look at all the choices. If you are a Kashmiri migrant, Kashmiri Pandit, Kashmiri Hindu family, non-migrant residing in the Kashmir Valley, there is a separate quota, a small quota for that matter, right? If you are a PWD candidate, only the candidates who have 40% or more disability or severe, you have to have a certification. Only then you can do that. Now, let's say I want to have, this is done. No is what I put in. Place of interview, let's say there is a Hyderabad, there is an Ahmedabad, lots of places. A lot of people ask this question: will the place of interview make a difference to whether you can get through or not get through? My answer is no, it doesn't really make a difference, because there is a criteria that each one of the professors is given, and within that criteria it is done, and there is a normalization done with all the professors pulling their scores and then aggregating it, adjusting it to the various other normalizations. Preference, you can give Delhi, Kakinada, or Kolkata or Kakinada. I'm sure you can give Delhi as this thing. If you want, that's fine. Of course, they will make sure that according to your rank, you will get your preferences. You are applying for, obviously, IIFT, first choice of the exam city. So I am saying, okay, I want to go to Telangana, and I'm putting it across. Very quickly, guys, I'm not going to waste too much of time on this. What I want you to do is, okay, you select this. I'll just pause the recording so that I can add it. No point in wasting. Okay, so some names I've given: Telangana, Delhi, NCT, Karnataka, Bangalore, and Noida. Details of academic qualifications. You just see whether you passed, or hopefully you would have passed. Otherwise, how can you write your exam? Then year of passing. That was way back in a long time back I have done. It's a 10th class examination. And the board, you need to just select the board, and there is a percentage. It's a very simple thing. At that point of time, it was an Andhra Pradesh board for me. You decide what the board is. Please understand that there are all the things which are, all the CBSE is also there. Bhutan Higher Education, Cambridge International, if you are IGSCC candidate, International Baccalaureate, IB, all things are available, guys, if you are very clear about this. And if there is a result as a percentage, one good thing about IIFT is that at the time of calling you for an interview, typically they don't look at the percentages, they look at your scores. Anyway, but of course, the final selection is based on what you get. And once you put in the number, automatically the percentage gets calculated. Similarly, 12th class, you would have done some time back in life. You go ahead and one of the things I can keep telling you people is that don't worry about what your scores are at this stage. You have already done the sins of your past. People keep asking me, sir, do you think I can get into this because I have only 65% in so-and-so or 75% in so-and-so? See, as far as the eligibility is concerned, as long as there is eligibility, you have a chance. Difference is, if you have a very high percentage, you will need a lesser score in general. I'm not talking about IIFT, but if you have a very low percentage but above the cutoff, you will need a very high, let's say a CAT or a SAT score. So keep that in mind is what I would say, guys. Don't unnecessarily waste your time thinking that, do you think I can get through, kind of thing. It's almost like saying that, look, if I believe that there is God, then I will pray to the God. Otherwise, I say, why will I waste my time? That's not a correct way of looking at it. Yeah, think of it, yaar, bechara hota bhi hoga, for all you care. And then again, you give a percentage and then finish your final application here. Once again, look at the give your marks, and you will get your Now, here is the important thing. Either you are appearing or passed. If you're appearing, you will see that you will be passing in 2022. That will come automatically, because the only time you are eligible to write is when you are going to appear in 2022. But if you have already passed, then you will get all the years of passing and appearing for that matter. That is very, very important for you to understand. A lot of people have said that, look, I have not been able to check this or check that, but that's not correct. You have this problem. There is no issue. If you are graduating next year, you can write this exam. Now, here you are given very clearly what are the B. I am an electronics and communication engineer. Therefore, I put it there. You figure out. Now, lots of people will ask, okay, what if it is not there? For example, BCom is there. There is BE, a lot of BEs are there in this case. Bachelor of Arts. Now, there is no BCom honors. There is no BA honors. What do I do? Just give it BA and nothing else. You cannot do anything about it right now. Similarly, BSc honors. There's nothing like BSc honors here, it looks like. And therefore, you just live with what you have. Okay, don't say others. BA or BCom or BSc honors is the same as this. So don't bother about it is what I would say. Now, name of the board or university, I have Osmania University. I don't know whether it is there. Yes, it is there. And result mode you want to give, you can go ahead and give this result mode quickly. Percentage, you have a CGPA, give a CGPA, the complete percentage CGPA that you want to give. It's a very, frankly speaking, it's a very, again, look at what you want to give and some number you need to give, I guess. Yeah, I've given some number. This is mine. Don't bother. Professional qualifications, if you have, if you don't have, you can keep adding that. Employment status, if you're employed, currently employed, where employed, unemployed, all these things you can give it. Let's say you are fresher, you can say unemployed and don't bother about it. If you're employed, put in your number. I wantedly put in. And one important thing, let's say if you're employed, till what day will you give it? Till what day? For example, ZAT has asked you to give it for 31st March 2021. Now, here is the problem. There is nothing to organization type, work experience from to. This is important for you to figure out what should we write in work experience. Correct? What I'm going to tell you is this. So I checked everywhere about the information bulletin, where they have not clearly given till what time the experience should be written. From work experience from is very, very clear. You can always add a row or delete a row if you have more organizations, but very, very clearly that information is not given, which tells us what till when you should take. The way it is therefore given, I would say just take it like that, March 2022. Okay, so I'm basically saying I was unemployed, so I don't have to bother about it. It is done. Delete row, obviously, because it goes back to I was not employed is what I'm saying. That makes life easier for me, but not for you, those of you who are working. Please make sure that you give the correct information. And lastly, you give the security PIN to finish the application form. Once that is done, you will finish the application. IIFT application form is a very, very straightforward and simple form. There are certain things we'll have to, okay, I'll have to say post-graduation, not applicable, so that everything will go away. This is something which I made a mistake here, where I have not said what happened to postgraduate. By the way, I have a post-graduation from whatever you know, those of you, but I'm not going to put it across because I don't have to bother getting. Similarly, professional qualifications, you don't have to. If you don't have one, if you have one, please add it up, kind of things, right? That will make it completely done. We will look at submitting, and that's it as far as the submission. After that, just upload the documents correctly, pay the form, and be done with it. Before you look at review page, you have checked everything. You have examination cities, everything else you have checked, category you have checked, personal suitability, yes or no, examination cities, educational details, all of these things have been done. You just check it out for yourself. Just make sure that there is nothing missing. and final update. You wish to admit, that's it. But by the way, there is something called a correction window which will come in. At that point of time, you might make 1 or 2 corrections, but frankly, do not worry too much about it. Then lastly, you have completed 2-step, upload documents. You go to upload documents, there is a photograph, choose the photograph that you can. And I go to my choosing of the form, Oxford Tosh. Kuch to karna padega na. I have a very, very pathetic photo. Okay, this is like edit image is saying. Now, you can use the positives and negatives to make sure that you come completely in this. Done. And then choose a signature. I chose the signature too. Once again, I make sure that it comes completely into this. And done. Done. You upload action. You make sure that you upload this image file uploaded. This one, okay, it is upload action is done. Here I have chosen, but I have not uploaded, it appears. So I'll go back and do this. Once again, I'll come to this so that it becomes easier. This is done. Upload, and the upload document is done. It's uploaded successfully. So you have done everything. Once again, a security pin. I don't know why they give so many security pins in life, but then fine, you just go through it so that you finish it. Do you want to submit the document finally? Yes, documents also submitted finally. What is the last thing? Of course, if you have an OBC certificate, they will ask you for an OBC certificate at that point of time. SC, ST or PWD, you will be noted. And finally, it's a payment of the fee that you might have to make. With that, make sure that you are complete. Now, application progress status, everything is there. Verify mobile number is asking. If you want to verify this mobile number, I am making sure that they just want to make sure that everything is perfect, guys. So send OTP. The OTP has come to me, and the OTP says whatever that numbers is, whatever 337821. This is done. I have verified my number 2. Once again, I go back to home. I have verified, and I can verify my email ID also. Please make sure that you do this, guys. Make sure that you do all these so that there is absolutely no problems when you apply to the institute, IIFT. It might take about a little while for that to come in. Finish everything. It's about 20 minutes. I have got the no reply at IIFT already. It'll take about a minute more. And I can see that didn't get the text message. Sometimes it might take 15 minutes. It's been longer. Click send code. I think we can always verify it a little later and then make the payment, and you will be done with that. You will be done with that very, very clearly. Is that clear? With that, I'll go back. I will do the verification later. That's application fee payment is the only thing which is incomplete. You pay the fees 2,500 or as the case may be for individuals, and you will be done with your IIFT application. Again, select the online payment mode you want. There is a lot of time, by the way, for selecting it. September 1st only the entire thing has started. The last dates are available to you, and you can go ahead and pay for this. With that, I stop this session. IIFT is a very, very good institute, my friends. Please make sure that you go and go ahead and apply to it if you are looking at the top 10, top 12 institutes that you want to get into and MBA with MBA for. Second important thing is, if you are really, really interested in MBA in international business, there is nothing better than IIFT2. With that, thank you so much. With all of us at Career Launcher, happy studying, happy cracking exams.